Diane in Denmark here. Let's not hang around. 15 minutes and I'm going to do some detailed cleaning in this area. Remember, if you are a new fly baby, you're not supposed to be doing detailed cleaning. You're just meant to be working on your routines and doing a weekly home blessing. Because once you're doing your weekly home blessing and you know, decluttering on a daily basis, it makes it much easier to detail clean. Now, as you know, I just clean in the clothes that I've got on. I've taken off my my jacket and my pearls. Thanks for the nice comments about my outfits on Instagram. These pearls, my daughter won them at the fun fair. You know, one of these things where it's the fish when you've got the fishing line. And they're made of plastic, but they look really good, and you know, they go nicely with my expensive earrings. So anyway, I'm just going to put on my penny today because I might be using a bit of water. And when we are in, the good thing about the Flylady Zones is it kind of keeps you on track on each area in the house. When I'm finished today, I'm going to put this penny in the wash. Now, I don't have any carpets or anything in my kitchen, but if you've got, you know, a little rug that's beside your sink, you know, maybe you want, you know, maybe that's getting a bit grotty, that needs to go in the wash. Also think about if you're running out of anything, maybe you're running out of dishwasher, soap, you know, rinse aid for the dishwasher, you know. That's the great thing about the zones, like, you know, this week we're in the kitchen, think of anything you need for the kitchen. Next week we'll be in the bathroom and one other room, so, you know, like, are you needing toilet roll, shampoo? Anyway, I said I was going to get on with it. I've got my little cleaning caddy with me. Hold on, I'll just show you. Cleaning caddy, boom, boom. And I've already, you know, normally in these cleaning videos you see me going round, I did my dusting of this area on Monday when I did my weekly home blessing, so that's already done. But, you know, remember, just kind of work top to bottom, go into Flylady website and look at the sneak peek for the week. As far as I remember, it's things this time is, you know, clearing out underneath the sink, doing the stove top, you know, it changes from month to month. Or okay, and then I'll really get started. Last thing, you can go into the Flylady website and print out the cleaning lists and choose, you know, one or two things to do from there. Do not make the mistake of thinking that you have to do the whole list every time we're in, you know, zone 2, the kitchen. Don't get perfectionist about this. Just do a little bit, and then you'll find that when you're actually making dinner and waiting for, you know, the kettle to boil or your coffee to brew, you've got an extra couple of minutes, you know, and you'll clean off the stove top and things like that. Anyway, enough talk. I've been talking for 3 minutes. Yes. Right. Anyway, I am dressed to shoes. I hope you're dressed to shoes. Remember, do not attempt this unless you've done your routines, your Flylady routines. I told you when I did a decluttering here on Monday, I have already cleaned these extractor fan filters. I put them in the dishwasher, so that is done. And I'm already, you know, one step ahead of you. I don't know if you heard the bubbling in the background. I've run my dishwasher with citric acid. You can get it at the pharmacy. And it's a natural product. I mean, otherwise, feel free to use vinegar. And I've just descaled the coffee machine and my kettle. And the reason I use citric acid for that is because when I'm doing the coffee machine, I hate that smell of hot vinegar, and it kind of stinks forever and it brings back horrible memories. So that's why I use the citric acid. So I have done that. I leave the citric acid there to remind me to do one more rinse of water. I've already done 2 in the kettle. So I thought today I'm going to do a bit of work underneath the sink. So I'll just take everything out here, and you've seen this before. And I told you also on Monday when I was decluttering in here, I washed these in the dishwasher. I put the lids of the bins that we have underneath. So those have already been kind of sterilised in the dishwasher. have a look what is underneath here. Right. So we have this system, I don't know if you can see, let's see. We've got the 4 bins, and that's for my recycling. You know, it says papier, plastic, metal, and I empty that once a day. My cleaning products, things for the dishwasher, you know, dishwasher tabs, and the bin. So that is the bin. And that's all we have, we don't have a big bin. So I'm just going to wipe out underneath because it sits in this drawer underneath the thing. Put that back. I'll take a little cleaner. There we are. And I'm just wiping inside the drawer because it can get a bit grotty with people putting in their rubbish. There we are, and it fits into this. Just give that wiped out. And when we're cleaning, you know, the Flylady Zones, because it's kind of coming round every month, it doesn't feel so overwhelming. You know, the first time you maybe clean underneath your sink, you think, oh, you know, oh my goodness, get the hazmat suit on. But once you start, you know that it's never going to be that bad again. Right, I'm just doing the bottom of the drawer. And I hoovered this, I vacuumed this on Monday when I did weekly home blessing. Right, that's looking pretty good. Now, I don't know what you have underneath your sink, but if you have, if you keep things like jam jars, vases, cleaning products, maybe now is the time to have a wee look and think, you know, how many of those jam jars do you need? Do you actually use? Are you just kind of stockpiling them because, oh, they might be useful? You know, once a month, just think about it, see if you can let 1 or 2 go. Right, that can go back in. Yay, for me. There we are. Okay, and what have we got here? So this one I cleaned the lid, and the same again, I'm just wiping down the sides. That looks pretty good. And you know, you don't need to be doing the same as me. We're all different. We've all got different kitchens. I mean, you saw my kitchen on Monday when I was decluttering in here. We have drawer systems that pull out. We don't have cupboards. You know, and use whatever cleaning product you like. The one that I use is just an environmentally friendly one, and it smells good. And as I said, when you're cleaning consistently, I didn't say constantly, I said when you're cleaning consistently in the areas, you really don't need the toxic stuff anymore. You know, and if you want to clean out your hold on, let me get it back in. Oh, I was going to show you what's in here. If you want to clean out your, the bin looks alright actually, I'll just give that a little swish. Now we scoosh with the cleaning stuff. If you want to use things like, you know, baking soda and vinegar, go ahead and use that. Just use whatever you have, but don't think that you need kind of special cleaning products to clean anything. Oh, and actually, point in fact, you've seen this before. This is where I keep my supplies, and you know, I've got a bag for old brushes for cleaning. I've got a special cleaner for the outside of the stainless steel fridge. And I've got my extra cloths, and my stuff for cleaning the floor. It's another eco-friendly, smells nice stuff. Yeah, don't think that you need any kind of special products to get things clean, because it's the fact of actually just using your elbow grease to get these things clean. Point in fact, I was in Sweden at the weekend and I saw this, it said, oh, I think it's called Scrub Daddy. Oh, fantastic sponge that will clean anything. And you know what, I tried it and it's just another sponge. It's no better than any sponge, you know, that I have before. And it's the act of just using, you know, just actually cleaning the top of your stove, you know, when you've been cooking dinner, that gets it clean rather than having to get a special sponge to do it. Okay, so don't fall into the trap of needing special things. This one, it looks quite funny, it's got a funny face, but to be honest, you know, it didn't cost much, but you know, we tried it and it doesn't do anything different that your normal sponge would do. Right, I'm going to leave the bin to soak a bit, but we use bags, so it's not that dirty anyway, so I'll leave that there. Okay, on with the next thing. What should I do next? Oh yeah, I think I will actually clean over here. So let's get over to the stove. Just wring out my cloth. And you may notice that in my house, oh, where are you? There you are. In my house, in my kitchen, you won't see a microwave. That's because we never use a microwave, and we did have an old one in the old kitchen, but we got rid of it. Well, it's downstairs in our basement, and we use it like once in a blue moon. But again, you know, you don't need any special cleaner for your microwave. Do the old trick with, you know, a piece of lemon in a bowl of water. You know, nuke it for a couple of minutes, and then you know, let it sit for a while, and then it's just easy to get rid of all the grease and the grime in your microwave. I'm just doing the top of here. But as I said to you, you know, I wipe this down every night when I've finished cooking dinner, so it really doesn't need much at all. And if you've got one of these canisters for your cutlery, maybe you want to put that in the dishwasher or just give it a clean out. I did mine the other day. There you go, me. Remember to celebrate all the small things. And that's the thing, you know, you see me in here doing 15 minutes of detailed cleaning, but actually, most of the cleaning that I do is when, you know, these magic minutes that I told you about. Well, I'm waiting for something else to happen. I'll tell you what I will do is I'll do the backsplash. Is that the way? There we are. That's my, oh, forgot to put that up. Just give this a wipe off. That's the remote control for the extractor fan. Right, how are we doing for time? Ah, we've got plenty of time. And as we're in zone 2, which is the kitchen, maybe you want to go ahead and give your sink a little bit of extra tender loving care today. You know, after you've finished dinner, maybe you want to, when you're drying off your sink, just take a wee piece of steel wool and give it a buff up. I'm just doing the walls here as well. The painting in this kitchen, we've also got the same colour, you know, you've seen our bathroom, it's the same colour of tiles. But this paint has slightly more shine in it, so it's easy to wipe off. Right. Okay. Rub-a-dub-dub. Yeah, looking pretty good. So put these back. This is my chopping boards, and I think was it 2 months ago when we were in this zone that I sanded down the tops just with a piece of sandpaper. I didn't get the big machine. I wasn't getting perfectionist about it, and I re-oiled things. So maybe next month I'll re-oil them again. Who knows? I can put it down on my list. Right. Oh, and I'll tell you what. We've got. Oh, I'll just do one more minute because I was going to put away my oven gloves, and actually I think those, along with my pinny, they're going to go into the wash. And I just wanted to check my. Let me see if I can bring you down a bit. Just hold on. Okay, down here, this is where I keep underneath the oven. This is where I keep my supplies of. You've seen these before. My dishcloths, tea towels, and I'm just going to check and see if there are any. This one has seen better days. I'm going to have a little declutter. Not many in here. Oh, that's my other apron. So I'll take that out and I'll put this one in the wash. Actually, they all look all right. And this is why I buy tea towels when I'm on a trip, when I'm on vacation, because I can use them up, and if they get stained, I can toss them, and I've had that nice memory, but it's not something that's cluttering up the house. Actually, I'll keep all of those, and then the other things that I have in here are the remote control for the overlight, and that's for the fan extractor. And here we have some sparklers. I think these need to go away in somewhere else. It was for putting in a dessert, something special. Those I'll declutter. And those are books for the Instant Pot and for the oven, in case there's anybody staying here using the house and they need instructions. So actually, I'm just going to toss one, keep the rest. Yay! Go, I mean, look at the space in there. Isn't that great? Doesn't it feel great when, I've said this before, when you declutter an area, and then often I'll come back, and have a look and just enjoy the space. You don't need to start filling it up with other stuff. Right, let me see. That is the time gone now. I'm going to put away my cleaning supplies, put my bin back, and that is me done. So anyway, and remember, please do not think about all the things that you didn't do in this room. Give yourself a pat on the back and a rah, rah, rah with your pom-poms. Right, that was it for me. Diane in Denmark, signing off. Have a great day. Live long and prosper.